So guys, welcome back. Today we will be talking about just delete it. Today we will be talking about how to remove duplicates from sorted array. Okay, so I tried this question once. Now I would solving this question again here. Okay, so this is a live DSA series of 200 days series. All right. So today is day 9 of 200 days Python DSA series. Okay, so let me remind you once again, guys. This is not a class. I'm not giving away any kind of lectures. Okay, this is a pure discussion based. Let's say you can consider it as a group. Okay, and you'll find it very interesting. While you solve the question, you need to get on ideas how to solve such kind of questions, and uh, you know try to get an intuition of how to think on those lines, right? And slowly your mind will make up for you know generating more and more similar solutions. Okay, more and more different kind of solution. Okay, you would uh, if if you continue solving at least 50 questions from the lead code or code forces or any other platform, then I am pretty damn sure that you would be able to develop that intuition, that thinkology, right? So that it becomes easier for you to solve the questions in real interviews. Okay, so let's start with the video, and just want to tell you that I have started a Telegram channel where I'll be putting some questions, okay, based on different topics which we'll be covering. So guys, don't forget to. I'll be posting the link here in the description. Don't forget to join the channel because it will create an enthusiasm in you, so that you would like to solve those questions. And uh, in daytime, I'll be posting certain questions during the daytime. Try solving those questions on yourself. Okay, and we will be discussing those questions in the evening. Okay, or maybe in the coming days, right? So please do comment, or you can ping me on Telegram, ping me on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll be putting the links here. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Remove duplicates from sorted array. Okay, so we have given an integer array. Okay, and the name of the array is nums, sorted in non-decreasing order. It means that it is in increasing order. Okay, and when you say an integer array, then integer starts from minus infinity to plus infinity including 0. Okay, that is the range of integer. Okay, so you can have minus 1, minus 10, up to plus 50, plus 100, and up to infinity, and up to minus infinity, right? So it's a easy question. Okay, and these questions may be asked in initial uh, you know uh, initial round 1 or round 2 of any product based company. Okay, so let's read out the question first. You have been given an integer array sorted in non-decreasing order. You need to remove the duplicates in place. Okay, what do you mean by in place? So in place is basically you don't have to get any other extra space. Okay, so you basically have to you know rearrange the elements in the same array. Okay, so you won't be you know considering any extra array or any extra set or any dictionary. Okay, and without considering the extra space, without taking extra space, you need to remove the duplicates in place, okay, so that each unique element appears only once, right? So this is the condition. And one more thing is asked, the relative order of the element should be kept the same, okay, so order should not be changed, like if it is in decreasing order or it is in increasing order, then it should be in that order only, okay. So just consider the number of unique elements in nums to be k, okay. So after removing duplicates, okay, you need to return the number of unique elements, okay. So you basically have to return the number of unique elements k, okay. The first k elements of nums should contain the unique numbers in sorted order, yes, and the remaining elements beyond index k minus 1 can be ignored, right? So you just put those elements as it is, okay, so that can be ignored, okay. So what is coming to your mind first? Guys, please think for a minute or two. The first brute force approach comes, which will come to your mind is to go for loop, right? So we have been given an array and it is sorted, okay. In if the array is sorted, you can also go for, you can also go for some other methods as well, okay. So let's start. So let's consider the nums length as n, okay, for I in range 0 to n, okay. We are traversing first, okay. Now let's consider, so now we have to remove the duplicates, right? Let's take two elements, two pointers. The j will start from I plus 1 up to n, and I will start from 0 to n minus 1, right? Okay. Let's put a condition that if nums of I and nums of j are equal, so nums of length is also given 3 into 10 to the power 4, right? And nums of I can be minus 100 to 100, okay. So this is the elements may go up to -100 to +100, right? And nums is a, so these are all the constraints which are given. Okay. So if nums of I, okay, is equal to nums of j, what will happen? We will just shift j. Okay, we will just shift j. So j plus equals 1. Okay. If both uh, and if not equal, then we need to if it is not equal, then append let us take one extra space. Okay, result is equal to this. So it will be result dot append nums of I. Or if we don't use j, then if nums of I is equal to nums of I plus 1, if we do like this, then let's say if it is not equal to, then I'll just append this result. Else it will shift. If they are equal, then it will increase. That's it. Return result. Let's try executing it. Or else we can use dictionary also. Let's say my set, my dict is equal to this. Okay. Nums I is equal. So what do you want? Return the number of unique elements. Okay. So return I. So first let us create this my dict. Okay. So my dict of nums of I is equal to 0. Okay. My dict of nums of I. So this will create a dictionary. Okay. You don't have to put this. Now again we enter a 2. What we will say, take any variable for k in my dict. Okay, because we are finding out this k. Okay. Let's say we consider j as 0. So nums nums of j is equal to k. J plus equals 1 return j. So what we are trying to do here is uh, we will first create a dictionary of n elements. Yeah. Okay. So this was the mistake we were doing. So we are first creating a dictionary with key and value pair. So value is 0, doesn't matter because we are not calling value. Then once this dictionary is created, then we are considering some element in this dictionary. Okay, and we are just putting nums of j. So j will start from 0. So nums of 0 equals k. So this uh, this k, the value of k will be assigned to nums of j. Okay, and what basically is it's doing is it is replacing the um all the characters, or say all the elements in an array which corresponds to k in mydict. Okay, so it will take only unique elements. Okay, so initially nums of 0, it will put it as k. Okay, then nums of 1, now this j is increasing, then nums of 1 again it will take another value of k, right? So this is how, because this k is getting traversed in my dictionary, so this my dict, all the values are getting one by one assigned to nums of j, where nums of j is nums of 0, nums of 1, nums of 2, all these characters up to whatever characters are there in k, right? So in the end we have this j and we will return j because we are being asked, we have to return the number of unique elements k. Okay, so we need to return the number of unique elements k, right? Let us try submitting it. Okay, so this is getting submitted. uh, all 362 test cases are passed. But this is a little tricky question. It might not come to your mind. You may also think of any other uh, idea. So can we think of some other idea? If we use two pointer, if we use two pointer, so guys, I have started so you can see here that the question has become very interesting. So to get more such interesting questions, please join the Telegram channel, which I'll be providing the link in the end or in the comment section. Please go through it and please join it. So you will be getting uh, challenge questions every day. Okay, and we will be discussing the solution on the group, or if we don't have any other question, then we can just go and solving the question in our live YouTube channel, right? So this is how we, with further practice and more and more engagement, we can solve such questions. And if we have a good community of coders, then we can generate new solutions. We can think of, like, you people can give some ideas, right? We can discuss some ideas so that even better solution can be obtained. Okay, so in those lines I have created, so I'll be creating this Telegram channel. Okay, so guys, please join that. Okay, so continue on this session again. Let's try to get some other idea so that we can you know think of removing duplicates from sorted array. So sorted array is given, just think about it, what can be the better solution, or what can be any alternate solution, right? So you can consider this as the brute force approach, right? Think of some optimal approach, right? So can we use two pointer here? So before using any other approach, let us discuss what is the time complexity of this code. So what is the time complexity? So time complexity of this code can be like this. So this is one for loop, right? So it will have order of n, right? And this is again a for loop where it is traversing through the dictionary. Okay, so here you can see that. So if we think about the time complexity, then for k in my dict, so here if you have So there are, so in my dict, whatever is the number of elements k, so it is traversing k times, right? So here the time complexity will be order of k, right? So the total time complexity becomes order of n plus k, order of n plus k. Okay. So can we, and here we are just returning numbers, so there is the space complexity is order of 1. Okay. Although we have taken this mydic, but in the end we are having this the value of j. So now can we decrease this time complexity? Okay, can we decrease this? Now why it is n plus k? Because this is the another for loop. It is not a nested for loop, right? It is not a nested for loop. If it were a nested for loop, then it would have been a time complexity n into k. Okay, n cross k, right? So the time complexity, so this is how the time complexity is calculated. Now let's try thinking any kind of alternate solution if it has. Okay. Let's say I is equal to 0 and we are traversing the loop. So when I is equal to 0, then j starts from 1 to n. Okay. And let's say this is the input loop. So when I is at 0, okay, and j is at here, okay. Um, if these are equal, then I and j both will move. Okay. And if let's say I is here and j is here, then I is 1 and j is 2. Both are not equal, right? So what we will append? We'll append I. Okay. And so if both are not equal, then we will, let's say I comes here and our j is here, then j will move till, okay, so when both are equal then j will move, right? And both are equal then j will move. Yes. So when both are equal, then I plus equals 1 and j plus equals 1. Else only j plus equals 1. In the end, return j, what it will return, what we need to return. So in the end here, we have to consider one variable count also, so that it will count whatever is the value here if they are not equal. So count plus equals 1, and in the end we'll return count. So let's try it. Put count is equal to 0. Can you make it I plus 1? or instead of this for loop we can also use while loop. While so here j plus 1 as we so while I is less than j, or j is less than n. Yes, okay, because this will j will go up till n. Okay, so if nums of I is not equal to nums of j, then it will do I plus equals 1. When I increase, j will automatically increase. So I plus equals 1. Okay, and after this what we will do, can we do swapping? Nums of I comma nums of j equal to nums of j comma nums of I, and in the end we'll return j plus equals 1. Okay, return I plus 1. If n is equal to 1, then return 1. Now let's see. Okay, this is now accepted. Output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how we can also do using while loop, only one while loop, and using 2 pointers. So what we have done here is, let's break down into, you know, so basically so we are checking if nums of j is not equal to nums of I. It means that, let's see here, if we talk about this two case, if nums of j, that is nums, that is 1, is not equal to nums of I, right? Nums of j is not equal to nums of I, right? So it means that I have to do I plus equals 1, right? Once I do I plus, so the value of I will be this, and it will exchange nums of I and nums of j, right? And we will increase later on j plus, right? So let's try submitting it. Okay, so this is again the best solution. So initially we were getting the time of 4 millisecond, now it is almost 0 milliseconds, right? So you can check here. All 362 test cases passed, right? So now what is the time complexity? Here the time complexity is order of n, okay? Order of even less, I mean order of n minus 1, you can say. So we have decreased our time complexity from order of n plus k, right, to order of n, to order of n, okay? So this is how we can solve such questions, okay? So guys, keep watching this video, keep practicing, and soon you will develop an intuition of how to solve such questions. So this was some tricky question, but this can be imagined, okay? This solution, which is the optimal solution, can be imagined, okay, right? So tomorrow we will be doing rotate an array by k places, right? So tomorrow we will do this question. Okay. So till then, good night and keep practicing. Thanks a lot.